Most vulnerable in the South African labour market. The unemployment rate among this group was 55.2% in the first quarter of 2019, and that's according to Statistics South Africa. The Youth Chamber of Commerce and Industry South Africa is a unified chamber for all youth in business in South Africa. Their objective is to unite all young people in business and to respond to challenges facing youth in business. Now we're joined in studio by the president of the South African Youth Chamber of Commerce, Thapelo Maleke, to discuss some of these challenges. Mr. Maleke, thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
Now, first of all, tell us, how did this youth chamber come about and how old is it?
Well, we started the South African Youth Chamber of Commerce in 2000, when in the country there was no organized voice of young entrepreneurs. And it was difficult for young people to penetrate any market in any sector. So we said, let's start an organized voice so that we can begin to advocate and lobby for young people who are in business to access the market, to access the funding and all other opportunities, including business support. That's why we are even creating a culture of business plan writing. It must be a culture, it's not rocket science.
Absolutely great. Now, what is your membership like?
We're sitting now at a membership of 22,000 countrywide. And this is mixed, and our worry is that we don't see a lot of young women. The majority is young men.
Yes.
And we are calling upon young women to venture into business, because that will also address the issue of gender-based violence.
Yes.
Because when you are self-sufficient as a woman, no man will have guts to abuse you.
Okay, that's a very valid point. Now, starting a business for mostly young people is challenging. You know, it's challenging for anyone. But it's even more challenging for young people. You know, what are some of the main challenges that young South Africans struggle with in business?
Well, we have three hindrances that we have identified through our own internal survey in the chamber. One is that the appetite is low because of the absence of role models.
Okay.
By role models, I mean entrepreneurs that young people can look up to.
Yes.
We have a lot of tenderpreneurs who are in the media space.
Yes.
They are in the limelight.
Yes.
And they are depressing.
Yes.
Number two, the red
depressing,
tape.
could you just, depressing, are they depressing your members?
They are depressing the nation because they are tenderpreneurs. They are pushing corruption.
Yes.
So we need a crop of entrepreneurs who start from the beginning and build it up.
Yes.
And young people must say, I want to be like this one. So that's role models.
Yes.
The second one is the issue of red tape.
Yes.
It's costly in South Africa to start a business.
Yes.
And we need to deal with this issue. There are countries where you start a business in one day and you are registered everywhere for tax and everything. Here you must go from one office to the other.
Yes.
It's a hindrance. The third hindrance, the business support interventions that we have in the country are not relevant to the needs of entrepreneurs, because they are developed by people who never attempted to start businesses in their lives.
Yes, and also as young people.
As young people.
Okay, so now you've identified these challenges. How are you as a chamber approaching these challenges?
Well, we are doing a lot of advocacy work. We do presentations, we meet with industry bodies, both locally and internationally, because you will know that we have international chambers in the country. We met with the Italian chamber, the German, the French, and we are continuing to meet them because we want to ensure that we create a conducive environment, because our vision says we must create an economic platform for young people. So we go to Parliament, interact with portfolio committees as part of our advocacy work to say, please, lawmakers, can you smell the coffee? Create a conducive environment for young people who want to start businesses. It must be easy to start a business, to access business support, to access funding, to even access the market. We must not see a situation where opportunities are meant for friends. No, opportunities must be available for all business people. And municipalities must stop corruption, because our people are battling to even get a catering project or contract from a municipality, because these things are meant for friends of the mayors. We have corrupt mayors in the country. That has got to stop.
Okay. Now, how you've identified these challenges, what kinds of programs are you adopting to meet these challenges?
Okay, one of the critical things that we identified is that our members are not able to access funding because they can't put together a viable business plan.
Yes.
Now we said, let's launch a business plan competition.
Yes.
The purpose is to create a culture of business plan writing.
Yes.
Now, with that, we are saying once you can have a capacity to develop a viable business plan,
yes,
then the rest will fall into place because you can be able to present it. But if consultants are doing this,
yes,
you can't present this business plan. It's not yours.
It's not being done by you.
It's not internalized.
Yes.
So when you develop it yourself,
yes,
remember a business plan is a roadmap to your own success.
Absolutely.
So you can't outsource your success to somebody else. So through that, we are saying then it's easier for them to attract investors, to attract funding, and to attract their clients. Because the first critical thing is to attract or secure the first client in business.
Okay, so now let's just hold that thought. We need to cross now to OR Tambo International, where our reporter Mduduzi Ndlovu is standing by